All right, good morning, and hope for those of you at home, you're enjoying this day at home. Change of pace. Today, we're just watching this video to practice a little SOHCAHTOA. So, if you want, follow along with me, or you can just watch, but please try to put some thought into this so you can get the most out of it. So, remember, SOHCAHTOA, sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent is opposite over adjacent. Okay, so when we go ahead and go to solve this first one, we are asked to solve for x, and it says to the nearest hundredth. So remember, that's two decimal places. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and label these sides. If we look, remember our angle here is 42 degrees. So compared to that angle, we know this 11, that's my hypotenuse. It's across from the right angle. So our right angle is right here. It's across from that. Okay, x is over here. That is my adjacent side because it is next to my angle. So I have A and H. I look up here, O and H, A and H, cosine. That's the one I'm going to use. So we go to cosine of my angle, which in this case is 42. All that divided by 1 equals, now it's A over H. In our case, A is X, H is 11. We look here now. Now's the easy part. If x is on top here, we cross multiply. It'll be x times 1 is x. X will equal 11 times that cosine of 42. So we go to our calculator, and if you're doing this at home, you can use the one I linked on It's Learning, or you can use the one on Delta Math. But so we have 11 times cosine of 42. First thing we need to do is check our mode. So I go to mode and make sure you're in degree mode. Okay, I switch to degree mode. Second quit gets me back here. Okay, so now it's 11 times the cosine. Since we're finding a side, we're going to use the normal cosine of 42. Close your parenthesis, hit enter, and we're going to the nearest hundredth, so 8.17. Look one past, that's a 4. So we round down, so 8.17. So x equals 8.17, and we are done. That was 11 times the cosine of 42. All right, now the second problem we're going to look at here. Solve for x to the nearest tenth. Once again, we're finding a side, so we're going to use the normal sine, cosine, tangent. Okay, if my angle is over here, 38 degrees, this time 9 is my O, my opposite. X is my A, that's my adjacent. So O and A, SOHCAHTOA, O and A. So we're going to do the tangent, TOA, of our angle, which in this case is 38, all over 1, equals O over A, TOA, 9 over X. Okay? At this point, once again, we cross multiply. Okay, so we get tangent of 38, all that times X equals 1 times 9, which is 9. I need to get X by itself. I need to divide. Another thing to remember, if the X value is on the bottom, you're going to divide by whatever sine, cosine, tangent, okay? So I'll have 9 divided by tangent of 38. That'll be what X equals. I'm going to the nearest tenth this time. Notice it says that in the directions. So nearest tenth. So I come up here. I need to do 9 divided by, whoops, I hit the wrong button, 9 divided by the tangent of 38. I close my parenthesis, I hit enter. 11.5, we look one past, that's a 1, so 11.5. All right, so 11.5. We don't know a label because it doesn't have one. If they had given us the other side in feet, it would be feet. If it was meters, it'd be meters. Whatever, okay? Now the last one. This one says, this is a word problem. It says you lean a ladder against a wall. So let's think about it. If we have a wall right here, and I have a ladder leaned against it, that's going to look like this. Okay, we lean the ladder up against it. We know the ground is here. We're going to remember SOHCAHTOA is always a right triangle. So I know we have a right triangle. It says the ladder is 20 feet long. So our ladder, remember, we leaned up against the wall. So that's right here, the slanted part. Now it reaches 14 feet up the wall, meaning the height is 14 feet. So 14 feet. Okay, now I want to know what is the angle that you formed between the ground and the ladder. So my ladder is over here on the right. My ground is at the bottom. This is my angle, that X. Compared to that angle we're trying to find, our 14 is O, our 20 is our H, so OH, so sine. So we write sine. Now what is the angle? The angle is X. I don't know what the angle is. I'm trying to figure that out. So I say my angle is x equals O over h, so 14 over 20. Okay, now to solve this, remember, if we are finding an angle, we have to do the inverse sign. So x will equal whatever the inverse sign is of 14 over 20. Now, if you forget how to type that in, inverse sign, we use that when we're going for an angle. Okay, that's when we hit second sign. Now, don't forget 14 divided by 20, close your parentheses. Okay, we hit enter, and it was to the nearest degree, so 44.4, that rounds to 44 degrees. X equals 44 degrees. And that is our final answer. So, as long as you watch this through, you got the points. Let it play to the end here, but hope you guys have a great day. If you have any old delta, try to get that done. I am getting caught up on grades today, so grades should be all in order by the time you come back Friday. If you have any questions, please reach out. Let me know. Hope you have a great day. Bye.